Summary and learnings from Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese concept that means reason of being. Your Ikigai is your life purpose. It's what brings you joy and inspires you to get out of bed every day. Our Ikigai is hidden deep inside each of us, and finding it requires a patient search. Don't retire and keep doing what you love for as long as your health allows. Find your Ikigai purpose. Treat everyone like a brother, even if you've never met them before. Have a strong sense of community and practice teamwork. Participate in social works and meetings. A sound mind and a sound body. Both mind and body are important, and that the health of one is connected to that of the other. Keep your mind and body active. Lack of physical and mental workout has negative effects. It's so important to give your brain and body a workout. Do intellectual activity, have curiosity, and a desire to learn, deal with new situations, learn something new every day, come out from your comfort zone. Interact with others, play a game for example. Be conscious of your daily routine in order to detect harmful habits and replace them with more positive ones. The only way of breaking habits is to confront the brain with new information and come out from your comfort zone. Constantly expose yourself to change. Most health problems are caused by stress. Take long and deep breath. Don't be online too much. Do mindfulness, focusing on the self, noticing our responses, even if they are conditioned by habit, in order to be fully conscious of them. Meditation and breathing exercises regularly. In this way, we connect with the here and now and limit thoughts that tend to spiral out of control. A small dose of stress is a positive thing, as those who live with low levels of stress tend to develop healthier habits. Don't sit much. Develop a healthy and active lifestyle at an early age. Walk as much as you can, at least 20 minutes each day. Participate in social activities. Replace your junk food with fruit, and you'll have less of an urge to snack, and more nutrients in your system. Sleep well, 7 to 9 hours. Soaking up a moderate amount of sun each day. Avoid stress, alcohol, meat, tobacco, and caffeine. Keep a positive attitude and have emotional awareness. Face challenges with a positive outlook and be able to manage your emotions. Don't be overwhelmed by the obstacles you faced. Go to bed early and get up early. Be calm and enjoy the journey. Don't be embarrassed to take help from others. Help others without any return. A bad situation in your life is a positive thing as it is a catalyst for change and growth. He who has a why to live for can bear with almost anyhow. Always live for something and clearly defines what that something is. We don't create the meaning of our life, we discover it. We each have a unique reason for being, which can be adjusted or transformed many times over the years. Just as worry often brings about precisely the thing that was feared, excessive attention to a desire or hyperintention can keep that desire from being fulfilled. Humor can help break negative cycles and reduce anxiety. We all have the capacity to do noble or terrible things. The side of the equation we end up on depends on our decisions, not on the condition in which we find ourselves. Life is a series of choices. You always have a purpose, but maybe it is hidden and can be changed over the years. Accept your emotions, desires, anxieties, fears, and worries without trying to control them, and let them go, since your feelings will change as a result of your actions. So focus on actions. New emotions create on the basis of actions. These emotions are learned through experience and repetition. People with obsessive thinking become more trapped in their own suffering when they try to escape from their fears and discomfort. We don't create our feelings. They simply come to us, and we have to accept them and let them go. We can't predict or control feelings and emotions. We can only observe them. We shouldn't focus on eliminating symptoms, because recovery will come on its own. Focus on the present moment. You have to accept that the world, like the people who live in it, is imperfect, but that it is still full of opportunities for growth and achievement. We are what we repeatedly do. Your ego dissolves, and you become part of what you are doing. Flow is the pleasure, delight, creativity, and process when we are completely immersed in what we are doing, in the experience, not thinking about or distracted by anything else. Focus on increasing the time we spend on activities that bring us to this state of flow, rather than allowing ourselves to get caught up in activities that offer immediate pleasure. The 7 conditions for achieving flow. 1. Knowing what to do. 2. Knowing how to do it. 3. Knowing how well you are doing. 4. Knowing where to go where navigation is involved. 5. Perceiving significant challenges. 6. Perceiving significant skills. 7. Being free from distractions. Choose a difficult task, but not too difficult. We want to see challenges because we enjoy the feeling of pushing ourselves. Have a clear, concrete objective. The common objective in many situations should be, beat your own record on the basis of time and efficiency while following a set of defined rules. If you don't have a clear objective, don't get lost in the details of obsessive planning, creating strategies to hide that fact. It is much more important to have a compass pointing to a concrete objective than to have a map. Having a clear objective is important in achieving flow, but we also have to know how to leave it behind when we get down to business. Focus on doing great things, not on thinking too much about the after effects of your doing great things, or you will certainly commit an error. First step is most difficult. Do only one work at a time. Don't do multitasking. Control yourself and your environment. Disciplines with clear rules are good for flow. Technology is great, if we're in control of it. It's not so great if it takes control of us, and for this discipline is needed which comes from our actions. Don't look at any kind of screen for the first hour you're awake and the last hour before you go to sleep. Turn off your phone before you achieve flow or enable the Do Not Disturb function. Designate one day of the week, a day of technological fasting, making exceptions only for e-readers without Wi-Fi. Read and respond to online only once or twice per day. Define those times clearly and stick to them. Try the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique recommends 25 minutes of work on a single task and 5 minutes of rest for each cycle, but you can also do 50 minutes of work and 10 minutes of rest. Find the pace that's best for you. The most important thing is to be disciplined in completing each cycle. Start your work session with a ritual like be grateful, show gratitude and thanks for what you have, you enjoy, and end it with a reward. Divide each activity into groups of related tasks, and assign each group its own place and time. Bundle routine tasks, such as sending out invoices, making phone calls, and so on, and do them all at once. A person can have more than one Ikigai. If we're not truly being challenged, we get bored and add a layer of complexity to amuse ourselves. Our ability to turn routine tasks into moments of microflow, into something we enjoy, is key to our being happy, since we all have to do such tasks. In meditation, the main objective is calming the mind, observing our thoughts and emotions, and centering our focus on a single object. The basic practice involves sitting with a straight back and focusing on your breath. One of the most common mistakes among people starting to meditate is worrying about doing it right, achieving absolute mental silence, or reaching nirvana. The most important thing is to focus on the journey. Be grateful. Explore new things. Learn to relax. Have a tremendous thirst for life. Keep your mind and body busy and do as much work as possible. We're all going to die. Some people are scared of dying. Never be afraid to die. Because you're born to die. Get your things done by day-to-day schedule. Being aged give you more experience. Trees and plants are necessary. Remain connected and spend time with nature. Eat only veg food. Keep smiling and laughing. Enjoy a rich social life and culture, festivals, and social activities. Always find excuse to move around and have fun as a group. Celebrate each day, together. Don't worry. The secret to a long life is not to worry. And to keep your heart young, don't let it grow old. Open your heart to people with a nice smile on your face. Eat variety of foods. If you don't work, your body breaks down. Nurture your friendships every day. Live an unhurried life. Always say to yourself, slow down, and relax. You live much longer if you're not in a hurry. Do many different things every day. Always stay busy, but do one thing at a time, without getting overwhelmed is necessary. The secret to long life is going to bed early, waking up early, and going for a walk. Living peacefully and enjoying the little things. Getting along with your friends. Spring, summer, fall, winter, enjoying each season, happily. Be optimistic. Say to yourself, today will be full of health and energy. Live it to the fullest. Celebrate all the time, even little things. Don't take Ikigai too seriously. Be relaxed and enjoy all that you do. Be passionate about everything you do, however insignificant it might seem. Eat less sugar and salt. Eat a healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables and rich in calcium. Harahachibu 80% rule. When you notice you're almost full but could have a little more, just stop eating. The key to staying healthy while consuming fewer calories is eating foods with a high nutritional value, especially superfoods, and avoiding those that add to our overall caloric intake but offer little to no nutritional value. Take antioxidants daily. Antioxidants are molecules that slow the oxidation process in cells, neutralizing the free radicals that cause damage and accelerate aging. Eat tofu, miso, tuna, carrots, goya, bitter melon, kombu, sea kelp, cabbage, nori, seaweed, onion, soy sprouts, akima, cucumber like gourd, soybeans, boiled or raw, sweet potato, peppers. Sanpin cha, jasmine tea, on regular basis. Drink sanpin cha, a mix of green tea and jasmine flowers, green tea, jasmine tea or white tea, 3 times a day. Eat citrus fruits, grapefruits, oranges, lemons, etc. Eat grains and use olive oil. Metabolism slows down 90% after 30 minutes of sitting. Just getting up for 5 minutes is going to get things going again. The 2 components, movement and breath, help us to bring our consciousness in line with our body, instead of allowing our mind to be carried away by the sea of daily worries. One thing that everyone with a clearly defined Ikigai has in common is that they pursue their passion no matter what. They never give up, even when the cards seem stacked against them or they face one hurdle after another. Focus on the important things in life rather than what is most urgent. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Have courage to change the things which should be changed, accept with serenity for the things that cannot be changed, and use wisdom to distinguish the one from the other. Do not ignore life's pleasures. Live with these pleasures but always remain conscious of how easy it is to be enslaved by them. There is nothing wrong with enjoying life's pleasures as long as they do not take control of your life as you enjoy them. You have to be prepared for those pleasures to disappear. Do negative visualization. Imagine the worst thing that could happen in order to be prepared if certain privileges and pleasures were taken from you. Practice negative visualization every night before falling asleep. Not only imagine negative situations, actually put them into practice. To practice negative visualization, we have to reflect on negative events, but without worrying about them. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Om Mani Padme Hum, in which Om is the generosity that purifies the ego, Ma is the ethics that purifies jealousy, Ni is the patience that purifies passion and desire. Pad is the precision that purifies bias, Me is the surrender that purifies greed, and Hum is the wisdom that purifies hatred. Nothing is permanent. Every cause has a reason. We should never forget that everything we have and all the people we love will disappear at some point, but without giving in to pessimism. Instead of searching for beauty and perfection, we should look for beauty in things that are flawed, incomplete, because only those things resemble the natural world. Look them as an opportunity for growth. Keep more than one options in most aspects of life, example in occupations, friendships and personal interests. Don't put your whole energy in only one. Extraordinary things don't ordinarily happen. We slip into a comfort zone. But the unexpected always happens, sooner or later. Take on small risks that might lead to great reward, without exposing ourselves to dangers that might sink us. Get rid of the things that make you fragile. When we make our New Year's resolutions, we tend to emphasize adding new challenges to our lives. It's great to have this kind of objective, but setting good riddance goals can have an even bigger impact. For example, 1. Stop snacking between meals. 2. Eat sweets only once a week. 3. Gradually pay off all debt. 4. Avoid spending time with toxic people. 5. Avoid spending time doing things we don't enjoy, simply because we feel obligated to do them. 6. Spend no more than 20 minutes on Facebook per day. To build resilience into our lives, we shouldn't fear adversity, because each setback is an opportunity for growth. If you knew everything, then how will you grow in life? We need randomness, mess, adventures, uncertainty, self-discovery, hear traumatic episodes, all these things that make life worth living. As we continually make corrections and set new and better goals. Life is pure imperfection, and the passage of time shows us that everything is fleeting, but if you have a clear sense of your Ikigai, each moment will hold so many possibilities that it will seem almost like an eternity. In the here and now, the only thing in my life is your life. Apply this when you talk to anybody. Our Ikigai is different for all of us, but one thing we have in common is that we are all searching for meaning. When we spend our days feeling connected to what is meaningful to us, we live more fully. When we lose the connection, we feel despair. Modern life estranges us more and more from our true nature, making it very easy for us to lead lives lacking in meaning. Powerful forces and incentives, money, power, attention, success, distract us on a daily basis. Don't let them take over your life. There is no perfect strategy to connecting with our Ikigai. But we should not worry too much about finding it. Life is not a problem to be solved. Just remember to have something that keeps you busy doing what you love while being surrounded by the people who love you. Be grateful, show gratitude and thanks for what you have. Live simple life without any show-off. Nurture friendships and enjoy your social life and have a broad circle of friends and good family relatives. Get enough rest. Do regular moderate exercise, walk and yoga. Never stop learning. The 10 Rules of Ikigai. 1. Stay active. Don't retire. Those who give up the things they love doing and do well lose their purpose in life. That's why it's so important to keep doing things of value, making progress, bringing beauty or utility to others, helping out, and shaping the world around you. Even after your official, professional activity has ended. 2. Take it slow. Being in a hurry is inversely proportional to quality of life. As the old saying goes, walk slowly and you'll go far. When we leave urgency behind, life and time take on new meaning. 3. Don't fill your stomach. Less is more when it comes to eating for long life too. According to the 80% rule, in order to stay healthier longer, we should eat a little less than our hunger demands instead of stuffing ourselves. 4. Surround yourself with good friends. Friends are the best medicine, therefore confiding worries over a good chat, sharing stories that brighten your day, getting advice, having fun, dreaming, in other words, living. 5. Get in shape for your next birthday. Water moves. It is at its best when it flows fresh and doesn't stagnate. The body moves through life and needs a bit of daily maintenance to keep it running for a long time. Plus, exercise releases hormones that make us feel happy. 6. Smile. A cheerful attitude is not only relaxing, it also helps make friends. It's good to recognize the things that aren't so great, but we should never forget what a privilege it is to be in the here and now in a world so full of possibilities. 7. Reconnect with nature. Though most people live in cities these days, human beings are made to be part of the natural world. We should return to it often to recharge our batteries. 8. Give thanks. To your ancestors, to nature, which provides you with the air you breathe and the food you eat, to your friends and family. To everything that brightens your days and makes you feel lucky to be alive. Spend a moment every day giving thanks, and you'll watch your stockpile of happiness grow. 9. Live in the moment. Stop regretting the past and fearing the future. Today is all you have. Make the most of it. Make it worth remembering. 10. Follow your Ikigai. There is a passion inside you, a unique talent that gives meaning to your days and drives you to share the best of yourself until the very end. If you don't know what your Ikigai is yet, as Viktor Frankl says, your mission is to discover it. Ask yourself these questions. Why do you not commit suicide? What do we need to be doing right now? What action should we be taking? What have I received from person X? What have I given to person X? What problems have I caused person X? Write all of the activities in your life that make you enter flow on a piece of paper, then ask yourself these questions. What do the activities that drive you to flow have in common? Why do those activities drive you to flow? For example, are all the activities you most like doing ones that you practice alone or with other people? Do you flow more when doing things that require you to move your body or just to think? What's the worst thing that could happen? What makes me fragile? Certain people, things, and habits generate losses for us and make us vulnerable. Who and what are they? A very thank you to listen this summary patiently.